Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Captain Russell, and you have stumbled upon the Thursday Night Flight Club, so we're glad to have you. I'm sitting in Boise, Idaho, in a very windy Boise, Idaho. With a Spirit Russell, excuse me, with the Spirit of Washington, Max 738. So very pretty scenery. And it looks pretty good, honestly. Love kind of the echoing there. And we're gonna jump in, and I just noticed that for some reason the Dakota Cam is not up, although he is not there, so between now and then I'll get that going too. So thanks again for being here for the Thursday Night Flight Club. Captain Russell with you here in Boise, Idaho, headed down to Las Vegas, Nevada in the Spirit of Washington 737 MAX. So we are going to be jumping in. We're going to be jumping in a lot in the cockpit. A lot of the things that I normally use for flight does not work, believe it or not. So, yeah, as we go through, I'll explain that a little bit more as well. But yeah, so anyway, thanks again for being here, and we will catch you in a bit. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get a little pushback and head on out of here. One of the things is I'm not as familiar with this aircraft as I am with the other Boeing variants, so I'm stumbling around a little bit more. If you want to see someone that's really great at it, Charlie 31 does a great job when he's doing all of his flights, so check him out. We did paint this aircraft. This is a custom livery for the iFly 737 MAX, Spirit Washington. It's a really pretty aircraft. That's why I wanted to fly it tonight, as I just have not had the opportunity to do so. So, yeah. You can hear the wind just ripping through here a little bit, so we're going to go off 2A right. Okay guys, here we go. We're gonna get on out of here. Boise traffic, Bison 26, taxiing runway 28 right via Alpha Papa, Boise. Okay guys, we are taxiing out to runway 28 right. We should see some pretty cool stuff here on the scenery. There's a big FedEx place here, as well as one of the Air Force wings is here in Boise, Idaho. So I think it's A-10s if I remember correctly, but so we'll hopefully get to see those either while we're taxiing or as we fly out. We will have a
28 right.
We will have a good little flight out. It looks like maybe we'll basically be on our own out. Los Angeles Center was on, but it's off now. So yeah, so November. I try to get a lot of good. I don't fly this aircraft very much, so anything I get is nice. But it's a really pretty aircraft. Like I said, it's a little bigger, a little faster, just a little everything. Obviously, a little newer. Boise traffic, Bison 26 taking runway 28 left, 28 right, lining up runway 28 right at Papa, Boise.
Approaching 28 right.
You can also hear the RAS system, which is an automatic system in the MAX 8. Just a lot of actually automatic functions that the NG that we normally fly, which is technically the new next generation aircraft.
On runway.
Where are you headed?
8 right.
We're going down to Vegas. Do a little turnaround, come on back.
Sweet, yeah, no, we're just coming in from Vegas.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, we're a little Thursday night flight club with a time on target in Vegas here in about 2 hours. Change aircraft and zip on back.
It's really nice down there, so enjoy it.
Appreciate it. It's really windy, heavy crosswind from the right side on 28.
Thank you for letting me know.
Absolutely. Butter that landing, man.
Appreciate it, yeah. Enjoy your flight. Have a good takeoff.
See ya. Boise traffic, Bison 26 departing out runway 28 right on the Boise 1 departure. Boise.
Boise traffic, Southwest 2101 is going to be making an inbound now from spot 4. Going to be making a straight in for runway 28 left on the RNW Yankee here at Boise.
Bison 26 rolling, 28 right. Okay, we have got a heavy left rudder, so it's a good wind here, guys. Coming up on V1. There's V1. Let's rotate.
Bank angle, bank angle.
Gear up. Boise traffic, Bison 26, climbing 1000 for flight level 370, making the turn direct to Roar, Boise. Okay guys, nice departure, a little dicey, for sure. But looks like we are up and out. We're gonna go up to flight level 370, 37,000 feet tonight, so. Boise traffic, Bison 26, inbound to Roar, 3,000 feet, last call Boise. Alright, we can see if we can look for that other traffic coming in can't remember if we said 28 right or left. Okay, that's 10,000. Grab a couple things here. guys, we are up and out. We are coming up 14,000 feet, and we'll be here at 18,000 pretty soon. This aircraft just zips out of town, man. It's unbelievable how quickly or how different the climb rate is in this. So. I normally fly the 737 NG variant, which I'll be flying back, but there's something about this aircraft that's just so tempting. The automation's amazing, the climb rate, like I said, is amazing. It just feels so fast, and it's not that much faster per se. It's just a slick aircraft. We'll have the same problem when we slow down. It'll be one of those deals where it's like I'll have trouble slowing down. I'll really have to prep for that. We'll see what we get. So. There he is. You can see him down there. Arcade Mac gave me a really good heads up on him, so I see him on the VATSIM. So, yeah, he's down there. And good job. Good stop.
Boise traffic Southwest 2101 is going to be on a pretty far, maybe about 30 nautical mile final, runway 28 left. We're going to be on that RNW Yankee at Boise.
Southwest 2101, Bison 26, you just zipped under me, made my stream. Congratulations, you're famous.
Thank you, bro.
Anytime. Good landing, like I said. Watch out. That crosswind from the, whatever it is, northwest is brutal. 20.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, no, I live here in the valley, so I've been noticing it all day. I wanted to fly in really bad.
Wilco, copy. Bison 26, Boise traffic, switching over to Unicom 22.8, see ya.
Safe flight.
Okay, here we go. We're zipping over to Lyons. We're looking at flight level 370 or 14,000 away from that, 14,000 feet away. So, like I said, we are just ripping it. See if I can get a little bit more organized here. So we are actually in this. We're flying the Spirit of Washington 737 MAX 8. Beautiful aircraft, as I keep saying. Like I said, I love flying this plane. It's not that I don't. It's just that, for instance, my throttle doesn't work there, and some of my radios don't. I'm hoping that as the manufacturer, CP Flight, and some other folks kind of catch up, it will kind of catch up with the technology. So it does allow me, obviously, to use some of my MCP and the EFIS and the FMC CDU. But it's just difficult to work the pedestal when you're used to nod and, of course, throttling. I'm literally using an old Microsoft Sidekick joystick or whatever, or Sidewinder joystick. So, yeah, but beautiful aircraft for sure. Coming back, we'll be actually flying this bad boy. So we'll be flying the 737-600 Spirit of New Mexico. A little bit more realistic, so the idea here of the flight is obviously the time on target, which is getting down to Las Vegas, plus or minus around whatever, so it'll be 9 o'clock Central, so 7 o'clock Mountain, and then making the turn. So as you guys can imagine, or at least in my head I'm imagining, that people would like to obviously go down to Las Vegas for the weekend. But coming back, they probably have a smaller aircraft bringing folks back into Boise. So that's my plan. Get down there, park the plane, jump in, and yeah, do that. So now while I'm flashing stuff up here a little bit, I'm also going to do one other thing. Actually, I'm just going to leave that up. So I'm going to get that done. I'm going to see if I can fix the dog cam, and then I'll be right back. Let me get the dog cam back. Perfect. So first officer Dakota in his spot. All is well. All is well. Here we go, making the turn to Credo. Credo's 211 nautical miles away. We should be, passing almost 31,000 feet. And yeah, so it's a good flight, good smooth flight so far. you can see the back of the aircraft there, which is nice. It's modeled a little different than the PMDG. It's always nice when they model out like that. As you can see, we've also made some changes to the actual aircraft. This is obviously the Bravo 737 version. So, yeah. Logoed up there for sure. If I remember correctly, we've got the... So we got the Bravo 737 flight crew operations manual. So actually, this, just kind of throwing this out there, this aircraft is available for free download on this aircraft livery. Let me make that clear. Is available for free download on a couple of places actually. So on the Bravo737.com website, as well as on the flightsim.to website. You can download this for free, fly it, enjoy it, send us pictures, let us know, throw us out on the Facebook page or Instagram. Yeah, so it's kind of cool to have it, for sure. I guess First Officer Dakota didn't like the attention. He's gotten up, come over to my side of the cockpit, flight deck, sim deck. What are we looking at here? Let's look at our VATSIM. Go ahead and make some adjustments for the actual arrival, excuse me. 26 left is going to be our planned on landing, planned on runway. It's got a heading of 259er. I'm not sure if the ILS works or not. Let's see. Okay, well it doesn't work, but that's okay. We'll live through it. Coming up on our 35,500 feet. So if you guys have any questions about anything going on or anything with Bravo 737 or the FS Expo coming up here in June, I need to run some promos. If you have not signed up for FS Expo, make sure you do it. It's in Rhode Island this year. That was Jet Inspector. He is sitting in Palm Springs, California. He's going to make about an hour flight up from Palm Springs to Las Vegas, which would be neat to see him come in. And from what I understand, Charlie 31 will be in Las Vegas, and I believe Captain Drum will be in Las Vegas. So we'll have Jet Inspector, Captain Drum, and then Charlie 31, who's Captain Hawk. So we'll have a good little crew. 1, 2, 3, was that 4? So that seems to be our norm right now, which is nice. Nice group. Sometimes we get 5, 6, which is great. The more the merrier. At some point you get more than 6 or 7. You kind of have to time your departures, but on a time on target like this, it doesn't really matter. We can all come in at the same time in that window. So it's kind of cool. I was talking about the Flight Sim Expo, I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. If you have not engaged not only in the Flight Sim Expo, but also the Flight Simulation Association, man, I would encourage you to do both of those. Both Ethan and Phil and the whole crew over there, they do such a great job, really, legitimately great job. And then the Flight Sim Expo, I don't know, I think it was a couple of years before the pandemic, so maybe 2017 I think they started, I don't know. But they, Evan, not Ethan, sorry, Evan, sorry Ethan, Evan, Didn't mean to call you Ethan. But they started out and it was pretty good, and then they had COVID, and it was, and then, but I have been since 2022, I think, maybe 2023, no, 2022. I went to Houston, and then last year Las Vegas, this year's Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah, really cool. It's going to be at the end of June, so I think it's June 26th through the 29th, or 23rd through the 26th, something like that. Great location because you can fly in different places. You can go to Boston, you can probably fly to Providence, you can go to DC and take the train up, you can, just a lot, Vermont, like all that, and then stay some time. But man, I'll tell you, every time I go to the Flight Sim the Flight Sim Expo, I learn so much. I see so many cool folks. Like I love seeing friends. I meet new friends. I mean, there's just a really cool vibe there. Yeah, and then I don't know. And then you trade stories, and you have dinner, and then boop, you're out. And then you think, I really want to do that again. So. Yeah, and like I said, if you can't make it to the Flight Sim Expo, you know, it can be expensive, I get it. Just join the Flight Sim Association. I think it's like, I don't know, $9 a month, or I think they do a deal if you pay all year, it's like $60 a year or something, I don't know, don't quote me on that, but go to their website, check them out. I was going to see if I had any information on them on my stuff. I don't, but next year, next flight, I will make sure I share some of their information. Yeah, it's really worth it for sure. I don't know, I'm still plugging some stuff in. Let me look, and I'll get right back to you. Stand by, guys. We're trying to figure out some stuff out. I'm gonna sit over here and play a little bit with the tablet. I haven't done that in a long time. Honestly, not a lot. Like I said, this is not really my aircraft. Hey, Mr. Crazy Cat, you snuck on in there, man. Dakota hasn't said much. Yeah, First Officer Dakota, you missed him. He got up for a little bit. Now he's chilling. But yeah, so we're zipping around in the new 737 MAX, man. Just a little different aircraft for us. We'll see how we do in Las Vegas. How are you? You doing okay, Mr. Crazy Cat? Yeah, we didn't fill any of this out, so it's just fine. There we go. Read, let's get total fuel. It's cargo, there you go. Passengers on board, 116, wow. There's hardly anyone here. I figured we'd have a much bigger flight. So we get some of the weather while we're messing around here. So we got gusting winds, 28 knots. That's tough. 10-mile visibility. That's great. And currently sitting at 2968. Doesn't seem to like my internet connection there, so. guys, we are on our descent into Las Vegas. right, y'all, we're doing great. We're a little less, right at about 100 nautical miles out. So plus or minus 35 minutes. Let me see if I can figure that one out. Yeah. Oh no, I've got about 90 miles to go, 990. Okay guys, we're looking at a pretty windy landing right now. It's indicated that we're going to have some winds up to 20 knots, gusting. It's pretty decent. Right now we're getting sustained winds of between 35 and 40 knots. So, and I'm going to say we're low, but at 20,000 feet, that's pretty decent wind. So. Hey, Arcade, he's going to join us in Las Vegas and head back up to Boise with us. He's actually currently parked, I think, over at the NetJets terminal in Las Vegas. So I think that's off of 19er right. You can peek over and see him, but he's over there, and I believe Captain Drum is over there too.
Las Vegas traffic, Bison 60, we're at 9,000 feet, planning to land runway 26 right. Vegas traffic.
Vegas Delta 1659, we're taxiing runway 26 right, Charlie Bravo Alpha 2 for 26 right base.
Vegas traffic, Delta 1659, lining up runway 26 right, Vegas. Vegas traffic, Delta 1659, already departing runway 26 right, route to 3 departure, flight transition, Vegas. Vegas traffic, Delta 1659, Parrellel Field, final transmission, Vegas.
Vegas traffic, Bison 60, 10 mile final for runway 26 right, Vegas traffic.
Okay, guys, we're going to turn inbound. There's a good little turnover Lake Mead inbound. We're going inbound into Las Vegas. Slow down, 11,000 feet. Got Bison 60 in front of us, which is kind of cool. We all timed it really pretty well. There's a Delta aircraft headed to Nashville right there. Las Vegas traffic, good afternoon. Bison 26 on the approach for ILS Zulu, runway 26 right, Vegas.
Is there a reason that your mic is so overmodulated?
Stand by, I'll adjust it, sorry. Check Bison 26.
It's a lot better yet.
Thank you for the feedback, appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay guys, here we go. We're gonna drive into, fly into Denver. good approach here. It's going to be fun. So somewhere out there in the dust and the dirt is Las Vegas. We're straight on, so it's out there. You can just barely see York's lights out there. At least I thought you could. Yeah, there he is, right there. That's cool. There's a pretty neat expansion bridge right there over the... Oh, that's the Hoover Dam. Duh. That's pretty cool. See the Hoover Dam from this side. Yeah, that's really cool.
Vegas traffic, Bison 60 will clear of runway 26 right.
Okay guys, we're on about 12-mile final. It was cool to see the Hoover Dam, for sure.
Vegas traffic, Bison 60, we're taxiing Bravo 5 to Terminal Charlie. Vegas traffic.
Alright guys, we're dialing it in. Looks like we're all set. We're going to notify the attendant. Yeah, Duncan, it looks like York zipped right in front of me. It's good timing. Everyone's going to be here in Las Vegas, so that's cool. Las Vegas traffic, Bison 26 on a 12-mile final, runway 26 right, Vegas. Okay, we're, what do we got? 9 miles out. You can see the runway there. We're on perfect glide slope. And grab that glide slope there. Las Vegas traffic, Bison 26, 5 mile final ILS runway 26 right, Las Vegas. Okay, my aircraft.
Approaching. 26. Right.
Approaching 300. Minimums. 200.
Too low, flaps.
100. 50. 40.
Too low, flaps.
30. 20. 10.
We're down. That was close.
Vegas traffic, Bison 26, clear runway 26 right. Vegas.
Vegas, American Airlines.
Okay, guys, we've finished up here. I'm having some problems with the flight sim, which is fine. I'm going to come back in the 600, which has been the plan the whole time. So we'll see you in a bit. I'm going to zip out here, and we're going to convene and take off in about 30 minutes or so. So hope you'll visit us again. Thanks for watching Thursday Night Flight Club. Captain Russell, and we'll see you soon.